Mukbang, a mukbangin', mukbang, a mukbangin', mukbang. Are we hangin'? We bang, are we bangin'? Ooh, man, we are having homemade brown stew chicken on top of some cauliflower rice. We have some coleslaw in the back and some fried banana on the side. The fried banana is not keto, but everything else is. Doesn't that look delicious? Who wants a yummy bite? And we are drinking raspberry lemonade flavored water. Yummers! Doesn't that look delicious? What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Yummybitestv. Y'all, I'm super excited. This is, what is this? We are drinking a raspberry lemonade flavored water today. Yes, yeah. That is delicious. Wow. Is that? Y'all, that is not raspberry lemonade. That is mango peach. Sorry. Let's pray. Amen. Who is ready for this mother flipping mukbang? All right, y'all. So we're having some homemade brown stew chicken. Yummy freaking delicious. Girl. Oh my God. Delicious. Rate my plate from 1 to 10 for the mother flipping win. A lot of people say, how do we rate your plate if we can't even taste it? Rate it on the looks, okay? Would you eat it? Does it look good? Do you want it? So I didn't have any plantain. I fried some banana. This is one of my favorite things to eat, y'all. Coleslaw. If you're wondering why I always have it, that's why. Ooh, bone. Tenderism, honey. Tenderism. The flavor is such a deep, delicious, rich flavor. Full of Jamaican flavors. Caribbean. Fresh banana. Delicious. I mean, how could it be bad? We got a bone. All these bones. Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. That's hot. Mm. This coleslaw with cilantro, y'all, it literally takes coleslaw to another level. Mmm. Mmm. Banana. Mmm. Y'all know, I think it's Ethiopian people. They eat banana, like regular banana, with their meals. I had it before and it tastes good. The sweet with the savory. It's delicious. Mm. Another bone. Mm. Yeah, we gotta get into this chicken. Y'all, I kind of wish I got another one. I already have 3. I guess because it's such a light meal. Mmm. This is a meal. Oh my gosh. So, I was either gonna saute some cabbage or make it into some coleslaw. And I was like, coleslaw. And I'm so glad I did, because it goes perfect with this meal. Like, and it's cool, crunchy, and refreshing. Mmm. You can turn her off. That thing is burning up. What's food? Ain't nothing left. I was tearing it up. Wow. Them fried bananas is good. They honestly remind me of fried plantain. It tastes the same to me. I know they're both bananas, but one of them is called plantain and the other one's called banana. And they're actually different, but they taste the same when they're sweet. See, a plantain can be sweet and savory. But I don't think a banana can be savory. Nobody eats a banana that is not ripe. You know what I'm saying? Or do they? I don't know. Maybe they do. I haven't seen it. Don't you love it when you find a piece of chicken like? Why did this young lady, she was coming from college, she was going home, and don't ask me where home is because I don't know where she was going, but or where her parents live, but she was going to her parents' house for Thanksgiving, right? So they stop her at the airport. Why they end up deporting her to Honduras? A student, y'all, 19 years old. Did y'all hear about Carolyn Levitt's sister-in-law getting deported too? Excuse me. I don't know if that's true. Someone's telling me that it's not, but several news sources are reporting on it. Okay. Crazy. Oh, there is a big election coming up in Houston, Texas, y'all. In Houston, Texas, all my Houstonians, I need y'all to listen up. I need y'all to listen up. I hope I can find the post, y'all, because I almost forgot about it. I don't even know what reminded me of it. But honey, it is important. Is this it? No, that's not it. Hello. That's not it. Hope I don't get copyrighted for that. Okay, so it has to be up here, going this way somewhere. Is this it? Nope. Hello.
This is gonna really upset some people, but it has to be.
Here we go.
Hi, I'm Bill, and I'm here with a heads up to all voters in the city of Houston that there is going to be an attempt in the next 2 weeks by the supporters of ICE, by the supporters of Trump, Whitmer, and Greg Abbott, and all of the abuses of their regimes, in order to take another seat on Houston City Council in order to affirm all of those abuses. Here's what's going on. On Saturday, December the 13th, there will be a at-large election for the city of Houston to fill one seat on city council, and every voter in the city of Houston is eligible to vote. in that election.
Everybody.
Early voting starts Monday, December the 1st and runs through December the 9th. That's right. This election that I'm talking about, voting starts on Monday, a Monday after Thanksgiving.
Early
now,
voting.
There's two candidates in this race. One is a loyal Democrat named Alejandra Salinas, and I endorse her without reservation. The other candidate is a nominal Democrat that has sold out to the MAGA Republicans, people like Tom Ramsey and Gary Polland. And that gentleman's name is Dwight Boykins, and he is not to be trusted.
Dwight Boykins, I know who that is.
ICE. So, guys, I think we need to get the word out, because I think a lot of people may think that Dwight Boykins is a Democrat. He's not.
I thought he was.
Anybody who's running with
So he's not.
Gary Polland or Ramsey's support is not a Democrat. Now, one of the things I want to make sure people understand is that in this election, the Republicans have a plan to try and trick people, because in municipal elections, there's no party label when you walk into that voter booth.
No party label.
So it's just two names. And if you don't know which candidate is the Democrat and which candidate is the Republican, then you could get fooled. So don't get fooled. You need to tell everybody you know, not just to vote, but to vote for Salinas. Because
Salinas. Remember that. It's a Spanish name.
Now,
Salinas,
one of the
y'all.
things that I think
that's not hard to remember.
Need to understand is that 3 of the 5 at-large city council members in the city of Houston are Republicans, even though 70% of the city of Houston's voters vote for Democrats in national elections. Now, how is this possible? Well, one of the reasons why it's possible is because Republicans vote in these elections, and largely we Democrats don't.
What?
So it's very important that we get our people to the polls.
We have to go to the polls.
It's not that hard to get people to the polls that you know by simply putting something on your social media.
If you've ever complained about anything going on right now, you need to freaking vote. Exercise your right, okay? And not to party, but to vote.
Or maybe calling your friends or reminding people, not only should you vote, you need to take people who vote like you to the polls. And remember, the other thing that happens is that Republicans will pick a candidate, and they will make sure that all of their people know that that's the Republican candidate. And Democrats will go into the polls, and they won't know which candidate is a Democrat and which candidate is a Republican, because there's no labels on the ballot. And so don't get conned by it. Alejandra Salinas is the candidate if you oppose ICE.
Y'all heard that? I don't know how many times I played it because I wasn't even paying attention.
Oppose Trump.
So, go vote, y'all. Just early vote. 1st through the 9th. Then voting is December the 13th. So let's do it. Let's zip it and do it.
This is gonna really upset some people, but it has to be said. A number of women seem to be super offended that I brought up Teeny's story yesterday and chose to take the conversation in the
Yeah, I literally cannot. With all these people coming up under folks' videos whenever they mention anything about Teeny, losing her baby or whatever, they're literally bullying people. You're talking about it just to profit off of it or what? Everybody's not trying to freaking profit off of just because she lost her baby. People know who she is, and they're just talking about it online. That's how I feel it is. That's, you know what I'm saying? And then normal news outlets, of course, they're going to report on it because it's news. It's not because somebody trying to get paid from it. I just don't think that is what it is. I really don't. If that's the case, well then all the news outlets need to be getting accused of that then. Like, I just think it's ridiculous. And then they want to go and bully this black girl because she made a video. She's a nurse, and she made a video talking about giving information on what actually happened to Teeny's baby. I think it was an abruption of something. Listen to her, because she's getting bullied because she's trying to give out information, educational information about what actually happened.
Direction of educating about placental abruptions. I wonder if these same people were offended when a black woman being mistreated in an ED while she was actively in labor was going viral.
I didn't hear that at all.
Talked about by multiple creators.
Nobody was
it
offended.
Disrespectful then? No. Because you're not going to convince me that her trauma is any worse than Teeny's. The comment section is flooded with women who have also experienced this heartbreak and women who are still pregnant and nervous. If my tone came across as casual, I apologize. I genuinely apologize because nothing about a placental abruption is casual. But I will never apologize for educating women about the nuances and complexity that is labor and delivery. All of my content is focused on educating women. And this is a great example of racial bias. Whether or not you meant it or intended it, that's what it's giving. This is gonna really upset some people, but
like, in my opinion, y'all, now, I feel like the teeny, if she couldn't handle people talking about it, she shouldn't have never put it on the internet. She could have just kept it to herself while she was going through what she was going through, and then came back and then let everybody know when she was ready to have to hear everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even gonna say that. People were like, don't add her in these macaroni and cheese videos. Don't add her because she's going through something right now. Somebody adding Teeny in a video, what is that gonna do to her? I was trying to figure that out. Like, what is it gonna do? Make her phone ding? I doubt her phone is on. Like, I doubt it. I don't understand why people can't add her in her macaroni and cheese recipe when she asked for people to do that. But now people want to all of a sudden be offended because you're adding her in your mac and cheese. We just had Thanksgiving. That is why. Y'all, I dang near ate this whole plate. Yeah, I just don't think that people should be out there bullying folks because they're talking about it. Especially when you're trying to educate somebody. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, I have been watching videos all day of people opening up these cans and they're opening up green beans and finding candy, what do you call it? Y'all, cranberry sauce. Y'all, look at this. Why does it have to? Oh my God. Hold on. Look at this. Those are green bean cans, y'all. And no, they're not putting them in there. So many people have opened these up on camera. It's in freaking insane. Remember, what was it yesterday? I just showed y'all some what was supposed to be cranberry sauce, and it was water. Y'all, we need to get together and do a class action. Okay? That is insane. And here's another one. This is another video, y'all. It's not even the same video. Look at that. That's somebody else. Somebody had to open up 8 cans, y'all. They bought 8 cans and it wasn't none of them green beans. In freaking same. So that just goes to tell you, don't buy canned vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Make your own cranberry sauce because it's very, very possible. Just buy some cranberries. And it's in sugar. Like, that's all it really is. And some vanilla. But yeah, stop buying canned, veggies anyway. Buy them frozen or fresh. You know what I'm saying? I heard that that's the best way to buy them. Because I heard that the frozen ones are fresh, but just they've frozen. But canned, Oh my gosh. You know, unless you have to. Unless you have to. But yeah. What else, y'all? I'm trying to see what other like big news is going on. Hold on.
Black woman on this app who is begging for help was dismissed and now is about to have to turn off life support on her baby.
Y'all. This
I want you to hear me when I say this. She had high blood pressure, a headache, protein in her urine, and her baby was not moving. And her care team told her that that was normal at the end of pregnancy. She begged to be induced, and they told her that they would put her on an induction list.
She was 42 weeks
She
pregnant.
was not on an induction
42
list.
weeks.
So she went to another hospital at 42 weeks pregnant.
42 weeks.
They put her on the monitor, saw that her baby was in distress, and immediately took her for an emergency C-section. Her baby is brain dead. She is going to have to turn off life support on her baby. There's a bill that was introduced this week named after Mercedes Wells, who I talked about last week, who was turned away in labor and had a baby on the side of the road. Now, the Wells Act stands for Women Expansion for Learning and Labor Safety Act. And it's all about making sure that people have a safe discharge. Because
they got that out quick, huh?
Now, I want to talk about what it does and does not do, because we have to do more. So it would require a provider to have to clinically justify a discharge, medically, saying that this is the right thing to do, which we should be doing anyways. But in that justification, they have to also assess how far away does this person live from the hospital? Do they have reliable transportation? Do we have a backup plan in case they can't get back? And do they understand all the risks and benefits of being discharged? The most important thing, in my opinion, that it does is requires healthcare facilities to have racial bias training for their employees. And I don't even want to hear, oh, it's not a racial thing. Black women are dying. Their babies are dying at 3 times the rate.
Wow.
So while I agree everyone should be listened to, black women specifically are not. But how do we intervene in situations when they're not planning on going home, but something feels wrong or off, or they feel like they're not being listened to? Or within a prenatal appointment, when you're explaining something that feels wrong or is not being taken seriously, how do you get the help that you need then? At every hospital, you have a series of codes. A code blue for if someone's dying, a code hemorrhage for if someone's bleeding, or like in my hospital, a code Apgar if a baby needs resuscitation. But why can't there be something like a code listen or something that a patient could call that would rally several different people into their situation to have more eyes on what's going on? In an ideal scenario,
that definitely needs to happen.
A nurse, another doctor, a hospital administrator, a social worker, a chaplain, so that we can make sure that whatever they feel is not being listened to or heard or taken seriously would have way more eyes on it. And maybe every once in a while you have someone that just needs further understanding of what's going on, and that's all it takes to make them feel safe. But how many of these situations could we prevent if we escalated the chain of command immediately?
Immediately. She's on to something. Okay? She really is. I hope somebody really important is listening. And, you know what I'm saying? Make those changes, because she is completely and totally correct on Mondo. What else, y'all? I know it's something else out here. Y'all, did y'all see? Oh my God, this happened in Florida, I do believe, y'all. It was these 2 ladies. They were at the gas station, right? And the black lady, it was a white lady and a black lady. I don't know if she was white or not, but she wasn't black. Anyway, the black lady asked her for some money, right? And I don't know what happened from there, y'all. The news said that she asked for some money, the lady declined, and it went from there. They said that the lady, not the black lady who asked for the money, but the other lady, followed her and just started stabbing the lady, y'all. They got it on video. If y'all want to see it, go look it up. Because they're not, well, they are blurring out, you know, I guess the parts where she's, you know, putting it in her, but you can see everything. You can see. That was one of the most scariest things I have seen, besides this other thing I just thought about, y'all, that me and Marshall just saw the other day. Oh my God, I have to tell y'all about that. But this lady, oh, and I heard it wasn't even a knife, y'all. It was a pair of scissors. The way she was, y'all, she didn't care where she was doing it. I was like, oh my God, the lady survived. She survived. Like, she's doing fine. Like, she's not even in critical condition. Yeah. And I don't know, like, it seems like there's so many stories out there. Like, first somebody's saying that that they found her, they arrested her or whatever, and then other people are saying they haven't found her yet. Like, I don't see how they couldn't have found her. Like, it's a woman, and like, what? It shouldn't be that hard to find her, because I don't think she was trying to run. Anyway, so yeah, she's either caught or she's still on the loose, but she's dangerous. Like, what? Like, girl, what were you thinking? What made you do that? You should have just said no and walked off. They said that she followed the lady. That lady can get attempted murder for that. Like, oh my God. They gotta find that lady. Anyway, so the other day, me and Marshall sitting here watching a YouTube video, and it was of a police body cam, right? Video. And they stopped this black dude. Y'all probably done already seen this because I believe it went viral. They stopped this black dude. I forgot why they stopped him or whatever, but I guess he didn't want to get caught for having cocaine. So y'all, he swallowed it. He said he swallowed 9 bags or something like that, 8 or 9 bags. I can't remember, y'all, but it was several bags that he swallowed, y'all. And I think he might have swallowed some that wasn't in the bag either. To make a long story short, when I tell you, I guess he was feeling it. He had started to feel it. And he was begging for an ambulance. Begging. He had already told them that he had swallowed it. Right? So at that point, they knew that he had swallowed it. And they were just all standing around him. Y'all, when I tell you, it was about, I don't know how many it was. They were just all standing around him while he's begging them to call the ambulance. Nobody calls. For a while, y'all. A while. I'm like, what? He had to scream. He had to start screaming for somebody, anybody, to call the ambulance. Y'all, I don't know how many times he begged them to call the ambulance, and they were just all standing around. Well, what's wrong? Well, just being evil. I know they were doing it on purpose, y'all. I couldn't believe it. Y'all, I was going through so many emotions. Me and Murder Show. We're like, why won't they call the ambulance? What is going on? Oh my God. What y'all? I had to walk away. It was that serious. Like, we were literally watching a man pass away. That's what we were doing. They eventually, I would say after about 45 minutes, called the ambulance, y'all. It might have been sooner than that, but it seemed like 45 minutes to an hour that they were just standing there hee-hawing and acting like it wasn't important to call the ambulance. That was so irritating, y'all. It really was. And the ambulance finally came, and the ambulance getting smart and stuff with them, because he's at this point, he's going crazy. Like, he's feeling it. They know what he's feeling, because they already know what's going on. They've been briefed. And y'all, it was so sickening to watch. I can't even, y'all would have to watch it just to, oh God. I hope his family sue the mess out of them. Then, I didn't spoke too soon, I forgot. I guess they were trying to get sued or try to get some charges pressed on them. They were found not guilty or whatever, that they didn't do anything wrong. Wow. Y'all have to see it for yourself, because ain't no freaking way. Ain't no way. And what else, y'all? Oh my God, it was so traumatizing. And yes, so they end up taking him to the hospital, y'all, and not long after he got to the hospital, he died. Like, he was so scared, y'all, to die. He was so scared. I'm done. He was, y'all, it was horrible to watch. It was horrible. The cookies are, y'all, I have been getting so many mixed opinions about banana pudding. I kind of don't want to hear it no more, but here we go, okay? Some people like the cookies crunchy. Some people like them, you know, soggy, soft or whatever, right? How y'all like y'all's cookies? I like my cookies soft. I do not like a crunchy cookie, banana pudding. Who would want that? That's why you put the pudding on there and put it in the refrigerator. And even if you cook your banana pudding, which I cannot stand, y'all. I don't know about y'all. I cannot stand me a cooked banana pudding. That is disgusting. With the cooked marshmallows on top. Y'all, I have never liked a banana pudding like that, ever. I don't like hot bananas. No. The bananas I just ate wasn't even hot, okay? They were room temperature. But yeah, not in no banana pudding. I like my banana pudding cold. I like my cold banana pudding dessert, okay, with soft cookies. Now if your cookies are hard, that means you haven't let it sit in the refrigerator long enough. But yeah, like I said, there's people who like crunchy cookies. Somebody just messaged under one of my videos talking about, it looks good, but I just know those cookies are soggy. Yes! They weren't soggy. They were soft cookies. Soft. And it said some of the cookies was crunchy. So, anyway, I guess I had the best of both worlds. But yeah, people always got an opinion about how you made something. You're not going to appease everybody. Everybody not going to like your banana pudding. But I haven't found a person, not one person, that has tried my banana pudding and didn't like it. Not a person in my life. Okay, I promise you that. Promise. Anyway. I gotta go. I got things to do, people to see, places to go, videos to edit. Anyway, that y'all already know it was absolutely delicious. 500 million out of 10, okay? 500 million out of 10 for the motherfucking win. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, okay? Follow me on the family vlog channel. Follow me on my cooking channel at Cooking Keto with Yummy Bites. And I hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you did, please do what? Thumbs up this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. For everyday videos. Everyday videos. Hey, hey, and I will see you guys on tomorrow. Peace. Y'all come back now, yeah? Bye, y'all. Love y'all.